Happy Thursday and welcome to the pull list. I am Dan. I just want to thank everybody for joining us on our journey, starting with Rod, just Rican in his comics, John's Comics with Kids, and Tony Old Wolf, as you've just come from the train wreck, which is his show. Let's get into the pull list. First up from DC Comics, we have Action Comics 1030, the Michael Janin cover. I am kind of digging this Philip Kennedy Johnson run so far. It's worth checking out. Is it a must-read? Probably not, but it's better than it's been. I wasn't a huge fan of the Bendis run, so give it a try. We have Batman Black and White number 5, picking up the Jenny Friesen variant. I love her work, and Batman Black and White's actually had some really good stories in it, which has been surprising. Next up, Detective Comics 1035. It's been okay. I'm not loving it. They are trying some new things in it and introducing new characters. I'm just not there with it, but I'm a Lee Bermejo collector, and Lee Bermejo is on the B variant. Next up, Harley Quinn number 2. I will be picking up the Derek Chu variant. Issue 1 was okay. After the Future State, I was kind of expecting a little bit better out of it because I really like that. And I'm not quite there. The artist took a little bit of getting used to. It kind of has the vibe of the animated DC universe or DC Unlimited, whatever their channel was that's on HBO Max now. It kind of has that vibe to it. I'm hoping it gets a little bit better, but I'm going to give it about 4 issues. Robin number 1, I'm really looking forward to because one of my favorite writers is writing it, Joshua Williamson. The art seems interesting, and the little bit that I have read, it looked like it was going to be fun, so I am in for that. Teen Titans Academy number 2, this has actually been a very good title so far, and I know there's Red X speculation that's going to be running rampant, much like with the Future State stuff that sold out. But really enjoyed issue 1. Definitely will be checking out issue 2. Now we go over to Image Comics. Crossover number 6. I don't know where this book is going. There's an Eric Larson variant on it. I'm going to pick up cover A. For as much hype as this book got, I'm a little underwhelmed, not going to lie. Favorite of mine is coming back, Deadly Class number 45. I'm picking up the V variant, which is by Brian Level. The book is coming to its penultimate close. It makes me a little bit sad, but the one thing I do like about Remender is he has definitive ends to his titles. If you haven't read Deadly Class, it takes place during the 80s. It's a little punk. It's a little like Hogwarts, but with assassins. It's got nihilism, just everything. It speaks to my inner younger punk version of myself. Department of Truth number 8. There's 2 variants I'll be picking up. I've really enjoyed this, and I've said it before how I like Tinian's indies more than I like his actual like mainstream books, and this is so weird and I love it. It has a Sienkiewicz B variant and the C variant by Scotty Young. I love both covers, so I'll be picking them up. From Robert Kirkman, we have Outcast number 48. Finally, this book is ending. I've stayed with it the entire run, but at the same time, I feel like it's overstayed its welcome by about 15 to 20 issues. This could have been wrapped up way sooner, but he just kind of dragged it out, and I think it hurt the book. SHADECRAFT number 2 comes out. I'll be picking up the B variant by Tula Lotay. I enjoyed issue 1. I'm kind of curious where they're going to go with it, but so far I enjoyed it. If you liked issue 1, check out Skyward by the same creative team, which I really, really enjoyed. From Marvel Comics, Beta Ray Bill number 2. By Daniel Warren Johnson, who you may know from Wonder Woman Dead Earth. Issue 1 was really good. It had a couple of heartbreaking moments in it, and I am here for issue 2. Like, I'm enjoying it all the hell. Black Widow number 6. One of the weirdest series where it took 4 issues for it to get going for me, and by the time issue 5 came out, I was like, okay, like this took 3 issues way too long to get to being good. Kelly Thompson's kind of a hit and miss writer for me. I don't love her writing, but issue 5, she like really knocked it out of the park. And Black Widow has a new costume, and I actually kind of like the design. Adam Hughes cover also on the A, which makes it pick up for me. Cable number 10. We have 2 issues left after this one, and Cable is looking for old Cable to help him find Strife. I hate time travel, and I have a feeling I have a headache coming to me with time travel in these next couple issues. And sadly, when it ends, which probably young fuckboy Cable will be switched out by old Cable, and we will go into probably start leading into the end of the Reign of X. New Mutants number 27. I like what's going on with the Shadow King in it. Wolfsbane, her PTSD, having to deal with her son not being reincarnated. Magic's always a fun character. I like that Moonstar is getting a little bit more story time in it. It's been a solid book. I'm really enjoying it. Silk number 2. I liked issue 1, didn't love it. I actually liked the beginning of the last Silk series more than I've been enjoying this, but it's got a great Enoch Lee cover for it, so I will continue to pick it up. I kind of like the Silk character too. Spider-Man Curse of the Man-Thing number 1. It's written by Steve Orlando. I'm picking it up just to support Steve Orlando. And the last one-shot with the Avengers was the best. Like, it had good moments and not great moments. So we'll see if this is any better. If this isn't, I'll probably be dropping it. A book that has been steadily, consistently good. Star Wars Darth Vader number 11. I'll be picking up the Chris Sprouse Empire variant. Weirdly, Vader is the best of the Star Wars books. They've seemed to put the best writers on it, and it's just consistently been solid. The Marvels number 1. It's got a good Alex Ross cover for it. I will check out this first issue. After that, I don't know. X-Men Legends number 3. It is a pickup for 2 reasons, and 2 reasons only. Walter and Louise Simonson on this book. I love Walt Simonson. His Thor run is one of my favorites ever, and he was also on X Factor, and we have the X Factor team in this. Is it going to be good? Probably not, but I love Walt Simonson, so I'm hoping that I will be surprised. From Aftershock Comics, I Breathe the Body number 4. This is just a strange book. Zach Thompson just loves fucking with you when you read his books and kind of making you think. And the last couple of issues, well, every issue of this is kind of at times made me feel dirty. Shadow Doctor number 3, also from Aftershock Comics. I finally read issue 2 during my 120 issue barrage the other day to get my TBR down. Really enjoyed it. I'm excited to read issue 3. So if you're not reading it, pick it up. It's real damn solid book. From Boom Studios, Abbott 1973 number 4, the Raoul Allen cover. Now, having said that, I still didn't read Abbott yet. I want to read the trade and everything in like one shot. I'll be getting to it, but I'm continuing to pick this up just from word of mouth. Berserk number 2, I'll be picking up the Raphael Albuquerque cover. Issue 1 was okay, but I felt at times a little tropey. So I think this might tilt me of where I decide the book is going. It did very much have an old school Valiant vibe to it with like Eternal Warrior and stuff. But we'll see. I was at least intrigued enough that I was going to check this out. And it's not an episode unless I mention Dune. Dune House Atreides number 6. The Jenny Friesen Bene Gesserit cover is just fucking incredible. And I mean, it's Dune, so I'm going to pick it up. And one of my favorite books, Once and Future number 18, comes out. I'm loving it. I love the twists of the myth, the folklore, the tales, and it just keeps getting weirder and weirder, especially with Lancelot mixed into the fold. Really digging it. If you haven't read it, get the trades, check it out. it's a great book, and Gran is just the best. And we finish off with Vault Comics. Oh God, Witchblood. Number 2 comes out, and I really liked issue 1. This one doesn't have as good of variants to it, but I'm really wanting to check it out. So I got a little bit of time, so I want to get into a review or two. I read Alien number 2. I thought this pacing of this one was a little bit better, and we get to some like colonial marine action in the second half of the book, and I think that helps it out quite a bit. It started out a little slow, might bother John a little bit. Not as much of the familial drama. Now it's just being leveraged by the company to go get the samples back. And I'm probably going to go with about a 7.5 on this, because when it gets going, it really gets going, and I got those like Aliens vibes from Alien Part 2. And then the Many Deaths of Layla Starr. This was such an interesting book. Ram V is quickly becoming one of my favorite writers, and I was not disappointed by this book. I admit that Jen, Comics Will Break Your Heart, her mini review of the advanced copy she wrote, said it was one of her favorite books of the year. I always go when people say they're going, okay, like, let's see. I was not disappointed by this. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I recommend you just read it yourself, because I don't want to spoil it. It's interesting. There's a bit of humor to it. There is a glib kind of sentiment with it. I loved it. So with that being said, I am going to wrap this up. Thank you everybody for watching, and Justin No Good Comics is not with us this week, so Brandon Comixkings is going to be the closer tonight. He's going to be the Billy Wagner of this bitch. Don't blow it. Take care everybody. Bye.